Life can be perfect and beautiful. But in a logical sense, what we consider a perfect life is a skeptical phenomenon, mainly because it differs from one individual to another. What a 6-year-old boy would consider a perfect life is not what a 15-year-old teenager would consider it to be. And what a 25-year-old young man would consider a perfect life is not what a 35-year-old middle-aged man would consider it to be. So basically everyone is living in his own kind of perfect universe. Once you find yourself in this felicitous, pleasing, and fortunate situation of living a perfect life, the world becomes heaven for you because of course nothing surpasses the ability to experience the joy of life with all the blessings it has to offer. But then there's this fear of something that can come crashing into your perfect world, and this fear can keep you up late, always trouble you at night, and put you in a state of extreme anxiety and depression. That is the fear of death. The fact that someday you won't be able to breathe, your heart will stop beating, and you will gradually start to lose consciousness. This will eventually happen to each one of us. We are all going to die at some point and become a memory that will gradually fade into the ashes of history. This reality has made some people think that there is no good in life because however good it gets, it will always collapse and perish anyway. So what's the point? For some people back in the days, this is enough to inspire them to pack up their belongings and go looking for immortality. Like the Chinese emperor who used to dispatch some of his citizens to go search for an elixir that will confer him immortality. Despite the fact that the ancient Chinese believed in the continuation of life after death. However, the fear of losing his luxury lifestyle and all material possessions overcame him, and he finally fell prey to many fraudulent elixirs. For others, especially in our modern world, it is because they define death as the ultimate end of life. This idea that life is limited to our bodily existence, and after that, we succumb to eternal nothingness. But what if we look at life through a different lens? In the Islamic tradition, the Prophet of Allah, peace be upon him, while addressing this issue said, "You were created to live forever, not to perish and be annihilated. You are just being transported from one home to another." And I believe people who had a near-death experience can testify to what we are saying. So I think looking at life from this perspective will leave no room for fear. Even if you're not a believer, it will at least grant you hope, which always relieves the burden of stress, even if that hope is a mere delusion. Peace be upon you.